Professor Stefano Ponte, I'm holding your Business Power book and sustainability. And my question to you, why should we read this book? Who should read these books and why?
I think this book would be interesting to most scholars who work on transnational governance, especially on sustainability and the environment. Essentially for the audience of Regulation and Governance, the journal as well. And it also speaks to sort of the audience in international political economy, because it looks at sort of current changes in the global economy and how sustainability is shaping the way in which business operates, but also in the way in which public authorities are orchestrating sustainability. And so you should read it if you're interested in a sort of understanding how the public sector, business, and activists are interacting in this sphere and using or reacting to sustainability challenges in order to then reorganize regulation and economic activity more generally.
I see. Just in 1-2 sentences, how does it change our view of business power, how it organizes, how it operates?
It changes our view of business power because instead of just focusing on bargaining power, so these big companies asserting bargaining power on their suppliers, mostly in this case the book based in the global south, it shows you in a very hopefully in a more sort of nuanced way in which power is used not just in terms of this bargaining power type, but also in terms of other kinds of dynamics of power, such as what we call in the book institutional power or constitutive power. And therefore, it provides for policy and activist sort of approaches that are tuned in the particular kind of power that is being, or overlaps that is being used in a particular value chain in order to find new venues for changing the situation and making the economy and value chains more sustainable.
Yeah, thank you very much. And one last question before we finish. Is it an optimistic book about our performance as a global society on sustainability, or is it more realistic or optimistic?
I'm afraid it's not very optimistic in terms of the observation that the observations that come out of the empirical basis that covered in the book tells us that we are failing to take care of our environment, and the book is mostly on environmental sustainability, but also opens up for different ways in which we can approach these problems since we've been failing so far. And that part, I guess, could be seen as optimistic because we haven't tried some of these things.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Stefano, for your presentation. And this is the book. I don't know if you see it at the moment. Here we are.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Stefano.
Take care. Thank you, David.